Everybody has special needs. You don't believe me? What are your needs? My name is, okay, I still need to come up with the intro. My name is okay, we're just gonna say this. My name is DJ, and welcome to It's Your World TV. Insert theme music. Here we go. Alright, so today I got the, today was my second time volunteering at a place called Autism Society, where basically is where you have a school group of autistic children who are on the autistic spectrum, and it's basically formed. It's from 9:30 to 12:30. It's basically formed like a school day. So it's like you go from you go from one activity to the other activity. You go from the other activity to the other activity. Okay. And how was it? It was kind of unfulfilling. Okay. At least for me. This is a place where I can express myself, and I'm just trying to figure out like how to be comfortable in front of the camera. Okay. Yeah, in general, like I just wish I could spend more time actually interacting with the kids as opposed to everybody doing an activity. Okay, here's how I view kids. I view kids different. I view kids as everybody. Here's how it is in school. How it is in school is like every kid has to be on one. There's a good way to act and there's a bad way to act. In school, it's like there's an elementary school, as far as like I remember, there's a good way to act and a bad way to act. The good way to act is being quiet and listening and following directions and doing things exactly how the teacher wants it. But the bad way to act would be like if you, I don't know, if you colored outside of the lines, if you thought outside of the box, if you did something, you know, like that's kind of off the wall. That is something different. I think that's what a lot of teachers and a lot of people in the in child care in the kid field, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what we consider bad. Even though that's not bad, that's just, nothing is bad. There's just a different way of doing things, and me personally, I think it's just right for every kid to express themselves in a certain way. Here's my problem with not only like schools, but like daycares and summer camps. You know, you have certain kids who want to do things certain way. They want to do things their way, but it's not like, in some camps, it's like you can't do things in a certain way. You have to do things the way how it's supposed to be. So let's say, like, I don't know, if a kid wants to color outside the line, that is a simple example, but let's say if a kid wants to color outside, it would be like, you're doing it wrong, you have to color inside of the lines. And it's not that they're doing anything wrong, it's just that they're expressing themselves in a different way. So how does this relate to what I do? I think, okay, so I started my spiritual journey I started my spiritual journey last summer, and that's when I was working with kids and that's around the time where I was working with kids at a camp called Camp Appaloosa at Kids First. I'm gonna write this more about this in my autobiography, well, not autobiography, but in my book. It's gonna be called My Life as a Spiritual Teenager. It's gonna be called Growing Pains: My Life as a Spiritual Teenager. My book is in here. I don't know if you guys care, but if you do care, just leave us just subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to me, then I'll come up with more videos like these. Anyway, every kid's unique, but it's like, it's different kinds of unique, and it's like, okay, so here's how this relates to me. I'm a volunteer, and I'm volunteering for, yeah, like I volunteer for Autism Society, and there are a bunch of different kids on the autistic spectrum. Well, I don't even see that. I just see them as kids, period. We want to classify kids as, oh, they have autism, they have special needs. Everybody has special needs. Everybody has special needs. You don't believe me? What are your needs? Your needs are different from the person next to you. My needs are different from my parents' needs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has special needs. But it's kind of hard when everybody's special needs are all one. We all expect them to have a certain need, but they all have individual needs. Schools and daycares and camps, they aren't perfect. I feel like with all of the places that I've volunteered at, with all the places that I've been a part of, and even dating back from like when I was a kid, I feel like we could do a better job as meeting the needs of each individual child. What do I mean? Some kids need to express themselves by being loud, by being goofy, by being weird, because that's how some kids are. Some kids are more quiet, and the more quiet kids, that's the type of kids that are put on the pedestal of schools. Like if you're a kid and you're joking around, if you're having fun, then the type of teacher is not going to, there's going to be a type of teacher that's not going to tolerate it because it's just kind of off the wall. What I'm saying is that we just need to do a better job of meeting each individual child's needs. It's as simple as that. But no, it's not simple. If it was my world, I would have a daycare. I could totally see myself doing this. I would have a daycare where each individual child is needed, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own different mindset, but at the same time, we're all one. You know what I mean? It's like we're all different, but at the same time, we're all one. That's what I learned about the spirituality. What do I mean? When we're saying that, oh, this child is hard to deal with, this child is not fitting into my picture, or this child is not fitting into my picture of what I want this classroom to be, or what I want this group of kids to be, then you're not going to meet the needs of that child. It's harder than it is. And it's like, the reason why I say this, because I'm not in a position of authority. Like I said, if it was up to me, like, I would meet the needs of every child. But when I'm volunteering, there are other people who are in a position of authority. That's nothing against them. It just is what it is. There are other people in a position of authority, and they pretty much make the rules on whether a child is going to get their needs met or not. So let's say, like, if a child wants to play, this is what that happened to me earlier today. Like, a child wants to play on the other side of the room, and the teacher is saying that, oh, all the kids have to be on this side of the room. You know what I'm saying? You're not meeting the needs of that child, so that child might end up feeling neglected. I mean, who knows? I know, like, we all have to have the kids be orderly and structured. That's just the problem. That's the problem, in my opinion. That's why we have people who are afraid to express themselves. That's why we have people who are lost and confused, because they don't know how to express themselves. They were taught that the way that they're expressing themselves is wrong. That's what I felt like. In marching band, my freshman year, like, people didn't like me because I was just different. And then the more I acted like them, the more they looked up to me, or the more that they respected me. They wouldn't have respected me if I was being goofy or weird, but when I was in the mix of what they were like, they respected me. See how it works? And then guess what happened? I lost all the goofy aspects of me. You know, I'm more serious now. You know that? I'm more serious now. And that's because I felt like I had to be. That's because I felt like that's what it was in order to fit in. You know what fitting it is? You know, like, in school, like, you wanted to fit in with the crowd? That's exactly how it is in school. That's how we teach our children. We teach our children, oh, you have to fit in with how other people act. And then they go on to not fit in. They go on to be depressed. They go on to be sad because nobody likes them. You see how this works? That's why it's important for us to allow the kids to express themselves. What else was I going to say? That's it. I don't have anything else to say. So, I think, like, if it was my world, every kid would get their needs every kid would get their needs met. But it's not like that. I'm not in a position of authority, but I can be, or I will be. Okay, watch. Hey, 2035. I'm gonna start my own daycare. I'm gonna start my own daycare soon. Once I get a living, I'm gonna start up a nonprofit daycare. Nonprofit. No one gotta pay me. Shit. I could do this YouTube thing. I mean, if you subscribe to, if you subscribe and hit the notification buttons, I could get paid for this YouTube thing, and I could start up my own daycare. Anyway, have a blessed day, beautiful people. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video, do whatever. Have a good day.